there, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson save, and today we bring you two more games in cup competitions. Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final and Benfica away in the Champions League quarter-final first leg. And after that horrendous performance against Tottenham, we have made some changes for this Arsenal match. But before we get into today's episode, as always, if you are enjoying the series, hit that like button down below. If you are new around here and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, follow it up with the bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. But as I said, today Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final, we go to Wembley and then we go to the Estadio da Luz in Portugal and play Benfica, and say the games are coming thick and fast. Next episode will be Chelsea and the second leg against Benfica, and then after that, not entirely sure how it's going to go down. If we get through to the semi-final, it might be that, or we do have some big games in the league. Let's go into this one against Arsenal. This is going to be the lineup that plays against them. I say few changes since we last met against Spurs, and Christian comes in for the awful performance that Rakitic put in. Van Zanten comes in for Telia. Bevis comes in for Pocone. Zagadou keeps his place, and Bilal comes in for Henrique. So four changes to the back five. Teixeira and Larison keep their place in the midfield, with Cook coming in for Leite, Embolo on that right hand side, Marin on the left hand side, and Van der Hurst up top. On the bench, Fetiab, Edemar, Keane, Maya, Marquez, Telia and Paul Davis. Pocone, Henrique and Raul Leite with Rakitic all miss out in this semi-final. Let's go and get to the FA Cup final and just push away that game against Spurs. And that is half-time in this FA Cup semi-final. We've dominated the game, really. 61% possession, 17 shots, 8 on target. Arsenal not really doing too much. We've been the better team here, but just unable to break down the Arsenal defence. I'm just going to keep it calm. I'm just going to say, we've been the better team here. Keep doing what you're doing. Again, keep it calm and just say, you weren't that bad. I believe you've got what it takes to improve. Everyone look to gain focus, gain motivation, look confident. Now we just need to do it in this second half and score some goals. Corner for Arsenal. Torrid whips that ball in and he comes and claims, but Marin pushed Ferreira, and it looks like Arsenal are going to get a penalty here to go 1-0 up, 25 minutes to go. Torreira stepping up. Can Christian save? Yes, he can. Great save by the young goalkeeper. We are going to make some changes. I was going to make it before that penalty, but Andreas Larison not having the best of game, so we'll bring Marquez in. Embolo, we'll keep him out there. Van der Hurst is going to come off. We'll bring Fetiab up top. And that's all we're going to make at the minute. Two changes, 25 minutes to play. Arsenal have got a corner from that penalty, and Torreira not even going to see the corner to be taken. 20 minutes to play now. Embolo down this right-hand side, tries to get the ball over the top, and it falls to Marquez. Gets the ball out to Marin on the left-hand side. Cuts in. Gomez comes straight through him. It's going to be a free kick. He's already booked, and now they are down to 10 men. 15 minutes to play. Arsenal down to 10 men, and we are on top of this Arsenal side. Hopefully, we can make that man advantage count. That's going to see us through to extra time. A little bit more play in that second half, but a very tight affair between the two sides. They missed the penalty with 25 minutes to play. Christian's coming good and saving that penalty. Again, I'm just going to be a little bit more assertive this time, saying far from pleased with what I've seen. They look fired up. What I'm also going to do is just go a slightly higher tempo, but just knock that passing down ever so slightly and see if we can break this Arsenal defence. Marin with a corner, in swinger. Can he find a blue shirt? No, he can't. Rose comes out and claims. We're 5 minutes into this first injury or extra time period. Bevis brings that down lovely and goes down to Edemar on this right hand side. Marin has got absolutely acres of space to run into. Goes for goal, and Rose needs to push that over for a corner kick. Marin again gonna take it. In swinger needs to find a blue shirt, and he hits it a little bit heavy, and Teixeira is going to pick that ball up, but I think it might be the end of the highlight. Yes, it will. Marin again, though, outswinger this time into Fetiab at the back post, and he gives another penalty to the referee. Fetiab shoved by the defender, and it's going to be Fetiab to step up to see if he can put us 1-0 up in this extra time period, and he sends Rose the right way, but a little bit too much power on it. 14th goal of the season for Fetiab. We lead 1-0. Another corner for us. Marin in swinger this time, trying to find Fetty up at the back post. Enimar going to pick that loose ball up, goes for an early cross, and we can't just manage to get onto it. Back out to Marin. Up again, a little bit heavy with the cross. Enimar, can we find a blue shirt? No, it's just all red shirts in the middle there. Down the line to Enimar. Lovely ball out to Marin. Takes on his man. Tackled again from the same player who gave the penalty away the first time round for Arsenal. Fetty stepping up again. We've had 41 shots at this Arsenal team, and looks like we're going to go 2-0 up in 110 minutes. We absolutely dominated this Arsenal side. 21 shots on target, 11 long shots, but we're 2-0 up. Highlight after the goal, and is it going to go to us, or have Arsenal try to push forward and trying to get back into this game? Gajale into Ayer, ex-Newcastle man, up to Molnar, back to Ayer again, and driving forward into John Jules, goes for goal and shoots just wide. Had Christians go in towards that far side, but real turning point of this game, missing the penalty, the sending off, and really taking the sword to this Arsenal team. There we go, full time whistle goes, 2-0. It took extra time. Not really going to help us when we play Benfica in a few days' time, but the defence played absolutely phenomenally. Christians, 7.3 for him with that penalty save, and all the boys that we brought in played fantastically well. Some of these boys that we dropped were going to take a long time to get back into the squad. We now go on to Benfica and also find out who will play in the FA Cup final. So we find out that we will play Liverpool, that rival of ours, in this save in the FA Cup final. They beat Stoke 3-0. We have a look at the past meetings. There's been loads since we took over here at Newcastle. 31 games played between us in all competitions. FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League, Carabao Cup. Loads. 31 games, and we just come out on top. 19 wins, 7 drawn and 5 losses, 64 points overall. And but we last met them in March last year, or this year, sorry, and we beat them 2-0. So all in all, that looks pretty decent for us. Hopefully we can go on and win the FA Cup again in this save. It probably will be the last series that we do, last season that we do before FM20 drops. I don't think we'll get another one in, unfortunately. But yeah, Liverpool in the final. Plus also what's happened in the league. Tottenham have played a game and they've won. They beat Leicester 2-0. So we've got a game in hand on them, but the point total, or the point difference now, is only 4 points. Huge. They're really putting the pressure on the team, on the squad, and we now don't play for a fair few weeks, and Watford or Tottenham can actually beat Watford and take it down to a point before we play again, which is huge. And that game is actually Chelsea, so it's not an easy game for us. So really piling the pressure are Tottenham, but they're good at that anyway. But we go on now to Benfica, away from home, and hopefully bring a lead back to St James's Park. Here we go then, Estadio Deluge. We go to Benfica for the quarter-final first leg, and hopefully to bring something back to St James's Park that we can go after. But the team remains exactly the same to the one that played against Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final. We threw shots at them, so hopefully we can do the same against Benfica. The bench stays exactly the same as well. Let's submit that team and hopefully bring something back to St James's Park. Corner for Benfica. Diaby in swinger, trying to find Alathibal at the back post. George picks the ball up and goes back out to Alvaro, and pushing them all the way back to the defensive line, but get the ball up to Diaby, out to Alathibal again, and good patient play here from Benfica. Gomez on this right hand side, ball in, and I think it's come off Bevis or Zagadou. Zagadou scored the own goal. Terrible start. 10 minutes left of the first half, and it's Benfica 1, Newcastle 0. Good football here from their midfield. Diallo get the ball out to Gomez, swings it in, and it's one of those crosses that you hate as a defender. Comes off Zagadou. 1-0 Benfica. Diaby again, outswinger this time. Alathibau's free at the back post. Zagadou gets the ball clear. Gomez is there. Comes back out to Alathibal. Great block from Marin. Now can we set the counter-attack going? Van der Hurst picks the ball up on this left-hand side, but he's tackled, and it's going to see us through to half-time. 1-0 down, not playing particularly well in the offensive areas. Bevis is also not having the best of games. Expect to see much better in the second half. Who's not playing well? Marin not playing well. He's going to come off at half-time for Moise Keane. Midfield playing not too badly. Bevis is not having a great game, so we're going to bring Davis on for him. The rest of them going to go back out there and play for about 10-15 minutes and see if we can make a better go of it. Going to pump the tempo up a little bit higher, get into their faces a little bit more. But yeah, need a little bit more from them. Tellier in swinging corner. Come on from Van Zanten, trying to find Larison in the back post. Who's going to win that race? Mbolo does. Back out to Lewis Cook. He's got players on that left-hand side. Find Tellier into the back, and that's a great goal from Arno van der Heurst. Gets us back in this game with 15 minutes to play. An away goal as well. 1-1 draw is not a bad result in European football. Teixeira with a lovely ping out to Tellier. Great first touch, great ball in, and Van der Heurst beats Benavente to the ball. 1 apiece. Gomez down the line to Kleber, into Zivkovic. He's got time and space, goes for a curling effort, and just going to go wide with 8 minutes to play. We still are 1 apiece. Scored both goals in this game as well with the own goal from Zagadou. Time is running away from both sets of teams, and that's going to be it. Benfica 1, Newcastle 1, an away goal for us. Came back into it in that second half, took the game to him a little bit more. The changes, Tellier, Davis come on and made a 7.1. Been a good addition to the squad, and Van der Heurst scoring the equalising goal to give us something to go after. Unlucky boys, wasn't our night, trying to keep morale up in this one, but 2 massive games coming to you on Tuesday. We've got Chelsea in the league, and as I said, before we play that, Tottenham can be 1 point behind us, so we really need to play our best football and go out there and beat Chelsea, who are in 6th, so they're in really good form themselves. And then the second leg against Benfica in the Champions League quarter-final, second leg, and hopefully we can win that one and go through to the semi-final. But that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave it a like, shows you the support for the channel. Also, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button, follow it with a bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time, we bring you big game after big game in this series, leading up to the final few games of the series itself. Chelsea, Benfica tomorrow. I'll see you soon.